For written notes of this topic, you can find their link in the description below. Water. Water as a renewable energy. Water is an essential resource for life. It runs directly off the earth in the form of lakes, sea, rivers, and streams. It falls from the atmosphere in the form of snow, rain, and hail. It is returned to the atmosphere in the form of vapors by transpiration from plants and evaporation from the land. The water vapors cool down and become water droplets, that is, the process of condensation. Therefore, water is renewable as it comes from the atmosphere, runs through the land, absorbed by plants, then returned to the atmosphere, and again discharged from the atmosphere. This cycle is known as the hydrological cycle. The Indus River system. Its Indus and tributaries are 3,180 kilometers long. During the monsoon season, it discharges the most. Around 20 million hectares of cultivated land that accumulated to 60% of the land of Pakistan is irrigated by the Indus River and its tributaries. Its basin includes highly populous areas of Pakistan including Rawalpindi, Lahore, Jhelum and Gujarat. They accumulate to a population of 50 million. The western tributaries of Kurram, Tochi, Swat, Kabul and Gomal have the most water in the summer season. None of its rivers flow into the Arabian Sea. For irrigation purpose, canals are taken out of the rivers as none of its rivers are absorbed by the plains. Rivers of Balochistan. As compared to the Indus River system, the Balochistan rivers are considerably smaller. These rivers do not offer any value to irrigation and only flow during monsoon. Since Quetta has high altitude, it is in the central position. Three of Balochistan's rivers drain into the Indus River, namely Karachi, Khandar, and Zob, while flowing eastwards. The rivers that flow westwards drain into Hamadh. Few of its rivers also drain into the Arabian Sea, namely Mashkal, Hab, Hingol, and Porali. The Kachchi Sibi plain absorbs rivers Mula, Bolan, Loralai, and Chakar. Groundwater. Water that is above the surface is called groundwater. Importance. It is high at mountain foothills and lowest in deserts. It helps in areas where rain is limited and irrigation systems are needed, for example, Balochistan. In cities like Karachi, this water fulfills the domestic needs of people. Problems. In industrial areas, it is not suitable for human consumption as toxic chemicals and sewage are disposed of in it. Water table. It is the uppermost layer of water that is underground. Importance. It fulfills water shortcomings in cities like Karachi. Oftentimes, the water table is also contaminated by toxic chemicals and domestic waste like the groundwater. Solutions. Laboratory tests must be conducted before its use. Plants must be constructed to refine the water from any contamination. It must be consumed after boiling. Uses of water. Domestic. It is used in washing, cooking, drinking, and sanitization. Industrial. It is used to cool down furnaces in steel and iron industries, to dilute chemicals, pharmaceuticals, textile industries for humidity, dyeing and washing, mineral water, and food processing. Agricultural. It is used for irrigation. Canal irrigation. Irrigation is the artificial supply of water that helps in crop cultivation. Importance of irrigation systems. There is insufficient and unreliable rain in Pakistan. Since in many areas summer is very hot, the evaporation rate of water is also high. The weather has long dry spells. In the monsoon season, rainfall is experienced in heavy showers resulting in a quick surface runoff. Factors affecting canal construction. The Indus Plain has soft soil that makes digging easier for canal construction. The Indus Plain has a flat surface that incorporates better use of machinery. The workforce is available at cheap rates because of the high population. Cement is easily accessible, making canal construction easier. The natural slope from north to south helps in the smooth flow of water into canals. Indus Water Treaty. It was a contract between Pakistan and India that was signed in 1960 under the supervision of UNO. This treaty was signed considering the water dispute that both the countries faced when it comes to the distribution of rivers after partition in 1947. Pakistan received the authority of Jhelum, Chenab and Indus. India received the authority of Ravi, Satluj and Beas. Pakistan received financial aid from India, UK, Canada, Australia and New Zealand to construct link canals, barrages and dams. Importance. After partition in 1947, the headworks of many rivers were left in India at Firozpur. Since Pakistan has unreliable and insufficient rainfall, the water of these rivers was essential for irrigation. In 1948, India stopped the water supply of these rivers to Pakistan, and Pakistan had to purchase this water from India to support its agricultural economy. The Indus Water Treaty was saved Pakistan from permanent exploitation by the hands of Indians. Dams and barrages. Barrages and dams are constructed at the cross-section of rivers to store water. This stored water can then be used for various purposes including irrigation. Names of large dams. Turbela Dam on River Indus, Mangla Dam on River Jhelum and Varsak Dam on River Kabul. Names of small dams. Hub on River Hub, Khanpur on River Haro, Nari Bolan Dam on River Bolan, and Rawal Dam on River Korang. Name of barrages. Kadirabad Barrage, Chashma Barrage, Rasul Barrage, Guddu Barrage, Kotri Barrage, and Marala Barrage. Comparison between small dams, large dams, and barrages. Difference between small dams and large dams. Both dams are used for fishing, flood control, and irrigation. They both can be used for recreational purposes. They both support the production of HEP. Large dams are multi-purpose. Large dams can support irrigation for a larger area. For example, Rawal Dam irrigates 5,000 hectares of land, while the Varsak Dam can irrigate 48,000 hectares of area. All large dams can produce HEP in a huge amount, whereas small dams may or may not produce HEP. Even if they produce HEP, then the amount is still very less compared to big dams production. Large dams are expensive and time-consuming to build. They are also hard to maintain. The amount of resettlement at large dams is greater than in small dams. Difference between barrages and dams. Barrages are longer while dams are higher. Barrages cannot produce electricity because they are built on flat surfaces. In contrary, dams are created over a slope and can produce electricity. Dams and barrages both can be used to support fishing, flood control, and irrigation. Importance of barrages. It helps in irrigation using canals. The gates are closed and water is held in a barrage. The link canals then take that water and distribute it into small canals. The link canals compensate for the loss of water by taking it away from western rivers to eastern rivers. Barrages help in providing more agricultural land. It helps in yielding more bananas, wheat, rice, etc. It helped in the settlement in lower Indus plain. Barrage offers many benefits, but farmers overuse water that result in water salinity and logging. Link canals. There are many link canals. Some of their names are Rasool Kasirabad, Balochi Suleiman Ki 1, Balochi Suleiman Ki 2, Chashma Jhelum, Marala Ravi. Purpose of link canals. The link canals carry water from the western river to eastern rivers. They help by compensating for the water lost to India. They help in irrigation by providing water through perennial canals. Waterlogging and salinity. Perennial canals helped in making water available for everyone all year round. However, it increased the water table, as well as the salts also came to the surface. When the water evaporates, salt remains on the surface, and the visible salt patches are called salinity. Salinity makes the land unsuitable for farming. The rise of the water table to the surface is known as waterlogging. Solution. Eucalyptus is a tree whose roots go deeper and can absorb water from the water table, helping to reduce the waterlogging and salinity issue. The waterlogging and salinity issue can also be solved by lining canals and using canal closures. Tube wells can also help in solving these issues. Irrigation methods. Conventional irrigation systems. Shaduf. It is a system in which water is drawn from a canal, river or well using a bucket that is attached to a pole. Charsa. In this system, animals are used to pull water from the well. Persian wheel. In this system, a wheel is used that supplies water continuously and irrigates a larger area. Carriage. In this system, a horizontal underground canal is dug that is several kilometers long. Modern irrigation systems. Perennial canals. This system provides water throughout the year. These canals are attached to dams and barrages. Tube wells. It has pumps that are operated with fuel, that is diesel or electricity, to raise water from the depths. It also helps by lowering the water table. Sprinkler or spray. It is a system that is commonly used to water garden plants. In this system, sprinklers are attached to water pipes directly. It is an expensive method. Tankers. Tankers are used in an emergency to provide water to fields and households by collecting it from ponds and lakes. Surface water pollution. Water pollution is a serious issue. It is a result of dumping industrial and domestic waste. The waste contaminates the groundwater, and if people drink it, they can suffer from diseases like hepatitis, diarrhea, etc. In agriculture, pesticides are used that can also contaminate the ground and surface water. Oil seepage from ships in Karachi. If you like this video, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.